English Shorthand Junior, May 1976. Ladies and gentlemen, I am very grateful to thank you all for the address of welcome. I am here on my first official visit after assuming office. It is very kind of the people of Madras to show their regard for this high office. It has been my privilege since I arrived in this city to be the recipient of goodwill and kindness from all. We attained independence only a short time ago. A great deal still remains to be done to make this independence full of meaning for everyone who resides in this country. We were engaged in a struggle to achieve freedom for a pretty long time. Even after having attained it, we have been confronted with numerous difficulties. We have faced those difficulties to a considerable extent with success. But that is not enough. A great deal of positive constructive work is required to make the people happy and prosperous. I think fighting for independence was not as difficult as is working for the good of the commonplace. While we are engaged in the struggle against a foreign power, we would get the assistance of all classes and groups of people who were in favor of independence. That was one kind of work and had its own rewards. It brought in its train a certain amount of suffering and sacrifice which were borne by one's own choice. A certain amount of publicity also went with that sacrifice. In this constructive work, we have a different kind of thing to do. No doubt independence has brought with it many positions which we can occupy now but which we could not aspire to in the past. We can make ourselves more comfortable and more prosperous. But the man who wants to devote himself to the quiet service of the country has less reward by way of publicity and headlines in newspapers. In fact, that is what the country needs today. We want our big politicians to conduct the affairs of the state. Apart from them, however, he wants a large body of workers who will silently, quietly, and unnoticed by others work day and night with the sole objective of serving the common man. Your institutions have been doing this kind of silent work required. Unless the country can produce a very large number of such workers, the real object of winning independence will not be attained. Letter from the Allied Publicity Agency, 4th Cathedral Road, Madras, to the advertisers. Sirs, you are doubtless aware that the All India Gandhi Swadeshi and Industrial Exhibition is being held as usual at the Congress grounds and Tenampet, Madras, for a period of about 6 weeks commencing from 12th January. This year, the exhibition is being organized at a far larger scale than ever before, utilizing about 30 acres of ground space and the variety and number of exhibitors would be easily double. Most of the state governments and the central government are participating. They are exhibiting their industrial products and importing educatives, interesting and illuminating information to the visitors through their specially created stalls got up in a grand manner. Many private firms have also made elaborate and attractive arrangements to exhibit their goods. We shall be glad to hear from you about your requirements for the publicity that you decide to do on the exhibiting grounds. Yours faithfully.
இந்த வீடியோ உங்களுக்கு பிடிச்சிருக்குன்னு நினைக்கிறேன். பிடிச்சிருந்தாக்க மறக்காம லைக் பண்ணுங்க, உங்க ஃப்ரெண்ட்ஸ்க்கு ஷேர் பண்ணுங்க. நம்ம சேனல்ல போடுற எல்லா வீடியோஸும் உங்களுக்கு தொடர்ந்து வரணும் அப்படின்னா நம்மளோட சேனலை சப்ஸ்கிரைப் பண்ணிக்கோங்க. தேங்க்யூ ஃப்ரெண்ட்ஸ்.